Good afternoon, friends in Korea, and good morning, friends in India. It's a great opportunity for us to showcase Gujarat in this joint business forum, as we are quite aware that Republic of Korea and India, we have made great strides in recent years. In fact, in 2016, we had launched Korea Plus initiative. In 17-18, then finance minister had visited Korea, and we had signed an agreement to establish $9 billion in concessional credit. And last year, our Prime Minister inaugurated India Korea Startup Hub. It was to promote further business. In fact, Gujarat also shares a very good relationship with Republic of Korea, and we were very happy when Kotra opened their office in 2019. They have been partnering in our vibrant Gujarat also. We are focusing mainly on chemicals, petrochemicals, pharmaceuticals, energy, startup ecosystem, etc. And last year in November, Republic of Korea India Partnership for Coexistence Past, Present and Future Symposium was conducted in Gujarat. And we can see our Consul General had visited Gujarat and he had met our Honorable Chief Minister. Next. We have been exporting a lot of things to Republic of Korea. Some things are, we can see here, petroleum products, organic chemicals, dyes, man-made yarns, bulk minerals, agrochemicals. Similarly, we are receiving a lot of things from Korea also. The trade has been increasing over the year, and people are quite happy and satisfied. Next. In last few years, number of Korean companies have come to Gujarat, and they are doing business very happily. I can name few of them. Kudo Chemicals, they are making epoxy resins. Investment is 50 billion won. Songwon, they started a plant in Panoli in 2018. Then we have more was taken over by South Korean company Lotte, Costco's, Neuros, and there are a number of other companies. They have come and established their business in Gujarat. Next. Now I'll talk about Gujarat and why Gujarat. Gujarat accounts for almost 5% of India's population, but it is number one in industrial output. We account for 17% of India's industrial output. Our GDP growth rate has been 10% plus in last decade, and last year was particularly good when we had 13% growth. This year, despite COVID, we are doing quite well. Electricity consumption in industries has gone up by 11% this year. So we are expecting very high growth rate this year, next year also. While we saw in the presentation, FDI growth globally was down 1%, but in India it was 14% higher, or 14% in India. But if I talk about Gujarat, it grew by 240%. So we are very, very happy on that front also. We are taking a special measure. Our Chief Minister has taken a number of steps to make Gujarat economy and Gujarat systems very transparent and business friendly. So far as domestic investment is concerned, if you see the figures published by Government of India, it has gone up by 330% last year. And Gujarat accounted for 51% of India's overall investment intention declarations. We are first in export promotion index and also first in logistics index. We have been taking a lot of care to see that the cost goes down. Next slide, please. We are home to 100 plus Fortune 500 companies, and we have got very solid base of 3.5 billion MSMEs, and they are also growing at a very fast rate. The number of MSME was almost 2 million 4 years back. We have got 19 airports and 3 international airports. Few more airports are being added. We have got 33,000 hectare industrial land ready for investment. These are in a plug and play mode. Anybody can virtually walk through this on its own website, and they can ask for the land, and land can be given in a matter of few days. Gujarat has a lot of, is best in terms of labor peace. The relation between management, government, and the laborers have been very, very happy, and there's been no dispute in last many years. Despite having number of companies, we never had any labor dispute in Gujarat. We have 48 large ports, and we are accounting for almost 43% of India's trade through our port, both inbound and outbound. 43% is through Gujarat port only. And out of that, 23% originates from Gujarat itself. We are power surplus, we have got quality power, we also have very good quality, sufficient supply of natural gas. We have got across the city and state, we have got gas grid. And the best thing is, we are multicultural. People welcome outsiders, they welcome foreigners, and we have got number of companies, a number of executives from different countries staying here happily, and society welcomes them. There is no dispute of any kind anywhere. Next. Our government is very proactive. Right from Mr. Modi when he was Chief Minister, now who is Prime Minister of India, Gujarat government has been very proactive. If you see that recently, we have taken a number of steps. First thing is, for new companies, we have exempted operation of most of the Factory Act and labor laws for 1,000 days. It is just to facilitate new investors taking the ease of doing business to a new height. Our government has made an act last year where we had a new concept of first produce and then take permission. In that act, all the micro, small and medium enterprises have been allowed to operate the day they want, and they can take permission in next 3 years. So they did not wait for any approval. They can just come and start the operation and inform us only. They have to just to inform us. We have got, if they want permission, we have got IFP portal, what we call Investor Facilitation Portal. And I'm happy to say that in last 2 years or so, 520,000 plus applications have been approved on this platform, which includes 16 departments and 25 different types of approvals. So people are getting approvals in a matter of days. CEO of Bank of America, when she visited Gujarat to inaugurate their office in Gift City, she said that they got approval sitting in USA in just 7 minutes. Similar is the experience of many people who are getting approval sitting in different countries and without having to visit India at all. We have changed our building laws, what we call GDCR, and now tall buildings, higher buildings are possible. We have made land bank. One problem to the new investor in India has been how to get land, how to start. So we have got land bank. I just spoke that available at gujarat.ncog.gov.in, and you can apply for land and get it very immediately. We have a dedicated country desk in our Index B. Our MD Index B is here with me, and she is handling that. We have got a special country desk for you. Gujarat has been number one exports. They already told. This year it has further increased. We are best so far as water management is concerned. Water is a big natural resource, and we have been managing it quite well. And the companies from Korea who are already working here and who have come here recently have expressed great satisfaction working in Gujarat. Apart from the new industrial policy that we have launched recently, we have got a number of other policies for various sectors. That is IT policy, electronic policy, textile policy, plastic policy, garment policy, and number of different policies are there. We have got 20 other policies are there, because one overall policy is their industrial policy, but then other policies are to fit to the need of the sector. Every sector has particular demand. To meet their demand and their requirement, we have come up with the policy, and these policies are normally for 5 years time. But in the meantime, we keep interacting, both officially and unofficially, with the industry leader, with the business captains, and whenever they want, and it is practicable, we are making positive changes. The changes are more for their advantage. We never make any change which is against the investor. We are providing a lot of fiscal incentive like reimbursement of GST, VAT, reimbursement of stamp duty, etc., plus non-fiscal incentive like capital and interest subsidy. Mega innovative projects have got more benefits. We give support for technology acquisition, market development, critical and common infrastructure. Our idea is to make Gujarat globally competitive. It has to be innovative, and we are going for Industry 4.0 also. We want to strengthen and contribute to the global value chain. It has become very important during the COVID. People want to diversify, and we really offer a very good destination point to all of you. We want to imbibe cutting-edge technology, and we want to establish Gujarat as a manufacturing hub. Already we are leaders in many sectors. Now we want to promote further defense, pharma, and IT, yes, etc. During COVID only, we have launched a new policy, that is 2020. It has been very much appreciated all along. To cut down the business cost, now we are offering land on long-term lease at a rate of 6% lease rental. The land can be subleased, land can be sold, transferred, and this land can be mortgaged also. So land will be very easily available to the industries. Apart from private land, we can also offer government land. Now we have delinked our subsidy with the SGST. We are offering 12% of fixed capital investment with no upper ceiling to the industry. It's very, very important. You will get back 12% of your investment as an incentive. It's very transparent and very, very easy to understand. There's no uncertainty on that. Next is a special package for relocation subsidy. Nowadays, during COVID, many companies have decided or want to come out of China or the countries. If they want to come to Gujarat, we are going to offer them a special package. We are also focusing on R&D, and we are offering financial support up to rupees 50 million to private companies or institutes for having R&D facility. And I'm happy to say that many companies, Indian and foreigner, are opting to come to Gujarat now for their R&D, global R&D center. We are also going to support environmental and other developmental infrastructure projects up to rupees 50 crore, that is 500 million Indian rupee. That is 40% of project cost will be borne by government of Gujarat. Next. We are leader in India in electric masonry, industrial masonry, auto hub, ceramics. But ceramics is doing too well. Our exporters are now exporting all over the world, and they are having the golden period this year right now. Technical textile, agro and food processing, pharmaceutical is also doing very well, and a lot of exports is taking place from our Gujarat. Gems and jewelry is also an important sector. 80% of world diamond is being processed in Gujarat only. Chemical is also doing very well, and there's a lot of investment is coming in this sector. We want to have presence across the value chain. We are very near to sea, and we want to utilize that. We have large pool of skilled manpower, and we have a number of ITIs to train people. We have taken help of other countries also, the institutions, to enhance the quality of education and training. We want to focus now on Industry 4.0, electrical vehicles, green energy. I must tell you here that our government, next slide will show, we have taken a number of steps to promote green energy. Next. In pharmaceutical, you can see 53% of India's medical devices are manufactured in Gujarat. 19% of India's bulk drug export come from Gujarat only. And the most importantly, the cost of production in comparison to US and America, Europe, and is only 1/3. If you produce in Gujarat, the cost of production is just 1/3 of what you do in USA and Europe. There are a lot of contract research work happening in Gujarat. It's very high quality work. 60% of orthopedic implants are manufactured in Gujarat only. And the turnover is 88.1 trillion in this sector only. Number of FDA approved units are 130 plus. Next. We are also going to have a new medical device park as well as bulk pharma park. In healthcare sector also Gujarat is doing very well. The costs are very low, but the quality is as high. People from various countries, especially Africa, they come to our place and get treatment. There is a zero waiting period for when during COVID time there was no waiting time. The quality NABH certified accreditation. People from other countries like UK, UAE, Southeast Asia, they come to Gujarat for treatment. And we have got experienced doctors cooperated with global advances. And we are looking forward for to have strengthening the sector. new bulk drug park, and we are going to have a medical device park in Rajkot, from where our chief minister comes. We can be called Manchester of East, and we are textile state of India. We are second largest manufacturer of cotton fabric in India. We are largest manufacturer of man-made filament fabric. 65% of India's denim, and we are the world leader also in Gujarat. In the technical textile output, 25% comes from Gujarat. We are also leading exporter of cotton. Gujarat-based Arvind Limited manages over 15 global apparel brands, including like the names Sephora, Tommy, etc. And there are many companies who are just come to Gujarat, and our production will definitely increase further. We are also doing quite well in agro and food processing industry. We have got the highest productivity of cumin, that is 90% of India's total phenol production is in Gujarat only. We have got mangoes we are exporting to many countries, the high quality mangoes we have made, and government's policy has yielded in a lot of increase in productivity. Plus, horticulture and this production of fruit have really increased over the years, and a lot of food processing industry have come up recently. We have got a 600-kilometer coastline, and accordingly we have marine products also available here, high quality. We are exporting pomfrets, shrimp, lobster, etc. to different countries, maybe 80 odd countries here. Next. We have got 30,000 plus food processing units operating in Gujarat, and the food parks are basically in Gujarat Agro Infrastructure Mega Food Limited. Adani have got big stake here. Then recently, Fanisar Mega Food Park is coming up in Mehsana. We have also got cold chain projects. We are fourth highest share in India's total cold chain capacity. And I will like to stress here that we have got a lot of scope here, a lot of investment is still possible, and we welcome investment from Korea in this sector also. Next. Our strength, we are very strong in masonry and capital goods also. We have got 26 engineering clusters for engineering and machine tools. They are mostly in Rajkot, Ahmedabad, Jamnagar, Bhavnagar. We have set up a new investment region, Bolora Special Investment Region. It is as big as Singapore in terms of area, and a lot of land is available there. The high quality infrastructure is available there. We are going to have airports in that region very shortly, and this will be a greenfield project. It has been rated as second platinum city after Washington because of 100% recyclability. Our focus subsectors are metal products, machinery equipments, transport equipment, basic metal, textile, electronics. We want to produce high quality products and occupy prominent role in Indian supply chain in the world. We want to have state-of-art industries cluster, and we want to promote institutes such as Space Application Center. And we want countries to partner here. We want investment in the sector here because already we have got a strength. And Gujarat being the westernmost state with a lot of port, even you can access many markets. You can access Indian market, you can access African market, Eastern European market. So we have got a lot of opportunity here, a lot of advantage being in Gujarat. Next. To further grow our economy, Gujarat government has taken certain steps, and the key drivers are now that we can see DMIC and DFC, that is Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor and Dedicated Freight Corridor. They are mostly located in Gujarat. Over 40% also goes to Gujarat only, and they are going to reduce the traffic time, both for goods and human traffic. The time will be very short, and we can reach anywhere in the country in one day only. So once the DFC is getting operational this year itself, part of that, and we are linking all the industry and ports with DFC. So the transport will be seamless and very effective. GIFT City has already come up in Gujarat. Gujarat International Finance Tech City. It is India's only hub with world-class infrastructure, and already we have got 10,000 odd employees there, and I can see almost 1 lakh people working here in next 1 year. Our Prime Minister has taken a lot of initiative there, and Gujarat government has also come up with their policies, and this is a big sector. There is high-speed rail with help of Japan government. We are now Gujarat is being linked to Ahmedabad. I'm not linked to Mumbai, sorry. Then the dream city. The dream city is almost ready. Physical work is over. As Surat is the place where we have 80% of world diamond, so we are going to add further value there. So dream city is coming up there. It is going to be world largest office space, much bigger than Pentagon in USA. And I'm happy to report that this entire structure came up in 18 months only. And now furnishing work is going on. The entire property is sold. So we shall be having activity there very, very shortly. And this will add to our growth, further growth. I talked about Dholera already. Dholera, we are also linking to Ahmedabad with Express Highway. Then we have got Mandal Bechaji Special Investment Region. It is home to some of the world's largest automobile. You name the company and they are there, and we are getting more proposals. Already I said we have a number of ports. Now 4 more ports are coming in Gujarat, and we are expanding capacity in other ports also. And they're very modern port also. So far, River is concerned, first we came up with a 5,000 megawatt mega park in Dholera. We thought that is going to be the world's biggest, but now we are breaking our own record. Month back only, Gujarat government has allotted land for 25,000 megawatt power plant in Kutch. Kutch is the westernmost district of Gujarat. So we have allotted land for, and this is going to come in 3 to 4 years only. So Gujarat will have 30,000 additional wind and solar power. Next. We are national leader with maximum industrial area. As you can see, we are more than double of the second competitor. And definitely, this is going to be, our lead is going to increase much faster. With more industry coming to Gujarat, we are definitely the number one, and we are there to. Farmers here also are not averse to giving the land. And there is no dispute between landholder and those who are land seeking land. Next. Our Deputy Minister of Trade, Mr. Yongre, came when we had come here. Last year he had said that, and we had signed an agreement also for enhancing our trade. And he said that he is happy to see that outcome of the MOU, and the number of companies have come since then. Next. Thank you very much.